11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league, and too many turnovers at key times for the defense to keep up. So look for this team to make a few moves, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully have a quieter offseason and quieter regular season in 2019.
On second down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He was able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Charles, big picture for the Titans. That's 3 straight years now at 9-7. And, of course, this past year had the Colts on their home turf with a chance to get into the playoffs. Could not get it done. So a little bit of disappointment going into the offseason.
Certainly. They were number 8 overall on defense. They played better than expectations there. But the offense really struggled, especially in the passing game. Just number 27 in passing in the NFL. They've got to get Marcus Mariota healthy. They've got to get him throwing the football downfield and connecting. And they need to get Derrick Henry going faster in the running game. He came on late, but the early part of the season, not up to par.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here, just at the quarterback position, are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Titan football. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Mariota now to throw on first down. Stocker's got it. Complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mariota again. And that is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. To the air again, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And by the way, need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament still open until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000.
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Move.
Here's Bortles to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Mariota now. And And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Spread right, 72.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. Outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Forbath, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A tight end carry for Delaney Walker. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker from a yard out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 80. Hank.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The pitch to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing now is Bortles.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Throwing is Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
To throw Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, let's go. Trick left.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Bortles. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point try now for Succop. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.